Yeah, names are really important. What you name your children, names. Your name is really important. That's something we don't really think about too much. People are naming their children anything. I didn't mean for this to be funny or anything, guys. I just want to tell y'all a quick story about something that I noticed a couple of years ago. Uh, it has to do with names. People be naming their children anything. And it's like the name that you give your child. It's like it's like the parents don't even think they have to carry that name throughout their lifetime. I'm pleased with my name. However, I still have an interest to change my name. But no, I am pleased with my name. I'm pleased with my name because it's different. Okay, it's different, and it bears witness to my bloodline, to my inheritance. Now, guys, there's a lot of things that I can say on videos on YouTube. There's a lot of things I can say, but like they say, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say nothing at all. So I just usually come on here candid, telling you guys about little stories here and there. Uh, I mean, it's like people are doing so much talking about me, my life, my past, my present, my future. I basically feel like my voice, my literal voice has been taken like right out of my mouth. It's not to say that that's a bad thing or anything, it's just that, you know, I know that I've been like shut down. I won't say shut down. It's just that, I mean, literally people have, I won't say people, but my voice, my thought process has been taken away by, you know, uh, tarot card readers. And guess what? There's nothing I can do about it. So all I can do is come on here and be candid and say things that I think uh, may be a misconception about my nature and stuff like this. 90% of the stuff that they say is on point, but it's just still when you feel like your voice has been taken away completely. Well, not completely, but you guys know how I feel. There's a lot of stuff going on, but that's to keep me stifled too. I can't say everything on YouTube. We all know that, but I look forward to the day where I actually can feel like I'm speaking for myself. I guess you could say to a larger audience. We live in a world that sweeps a lot of things under the rug, not only with my situation, but a lot of situations. And there are a lot of subjects that we cannot talk about on YouTube. There are a lot of things that are twisted, a lot of narratives that are twisted about people, places, and things. So, but just to go ahead and close this out, guys, just want to give my little tidbit on that before I tell you guys what I want to say. So, about 2 years ago, I'm driving down this street, and I'm like, the name, I'm not going to say the names. The name of the street was named after somebody I went to elementary school with. It was just a coincidence. Like, okay, like, just a coincidence. But then when I turned down the next block, the very next block, that street was named after an individual that I went to elementary school with, and it was from the same grade. I said, now what are the odds of that? And then I go 2 blocks down, and another street was named after an individual from the same grade that I went to elementary. I said, these mothers been naming their children after streets. I mean, if that don't separate me from the if that don't prove that I'm a cut above a cut above the rest, I don't know what will. People naming their kids out the streets, y'all, consecutively. Like how I can't even understand. I couldn't even understand y'all how that was even possible. But you know, the names of my children, if God grants me the pleasure of having children, the names of like a son and a daughter, I pretty much already got that figured out. What would I want my name of my son to be and daughter to be? Now I have a feeling that the individual I would wish to have children, I have a feeling that this individual knows what that name is, but I'm not gonna say it on YouTube. Next thing you know, people start doing spell work on that. But I just have a feeling that my person of interest knows the name that I would want to name my children. I didn't say boy or girl, because you can turn any name into a boy or girl by just adding like an A at the end or something like that. But I just have a feeling my personal interest knows the name that will be the perfect name. And I think this person of interest would agree that that's supposed to be the name. So that's all I'm gonna say, y'all. But yeah, man, don't name your children out the streets, y'all. All right? I'll holler at y'all later. All right? Peace.